Hello Aquarius, it's Joanne Ward and this is Aquarius by Joanne Ward, Glasgow medium and psychic. And I'm delighted to be here on Monday the 19th of January 2026 with your weekly general reading for Sun sign, Moon sign, Venus sign and rising sign Aquarius. And cross watchers are welcome here. So let's get straight into your reading, but before we do, I want to remind you that readings are for entertainment purposes only. I've started this channel to offer guidance, love, support and encouragement to my fellow Aquarians, but please remember that the readings will not necessarily resonate for every Aquarian because they are general readings. So please take what means something to you and leave the rest. There must be billions of Aquarians in our world, and this will mean something to some of you. But you must also remember that if you have Aquarius as your rising sign, it might resonate with you. And equally, if your Venus or love sign is, your Venus or moon sign is Aquarius, then it may also resonate with you. For your moon sign is how you are emotionally, and your Venus sign is how you are in love. So if you are Moon or Venus sign Aquarius, or if you're rising sign, then this may also apply to you. So let's get straight into the reading. And the first card that I see for my lovely Aquarius this week is the sarcophagus. And as we look at this lovely Egyptian mummy here, the first thing that springs to my mind as I look at this card is the sense of an ending. So there is a situation in your life, Aquarius, that is coming to an end in the very near future, or it has recently come to an end. And of course, we need an ending in order for something new to begin. So the coffin, although it is a representation of death, it does not necessarily mean that everything is finished and it is over. What it would suggest is that it's out with the old and in with the new. And I feel this card does correlate somewhat with the death card from the traditional tarot. I'm using the mystical Lenormand cards today, which are not tarot cards, but they are wonderful little cards that have a wealth of symbolism. And some of the symbols do correlate with the tarot, and this is one of them. So this is an Egyptian card which is full of ancient Egyptian symbolism as well. As we look around the edges of the card, we can see the Egyptian ankh that stands out to me there. There is also a symbol of the Eye of Horus there. And these mystical symbols contribute somewhat to your spiritual nature, Aquarius. So this brings me to thinking about how you are as an Aquarian. We are often otherworldly. We're often considered to be the eccentrics and the zany side of the zodiac. And many of us have an interest in spiritualism or in Wicca and all sorts of other spiritual pursuits. And when I look at this, I feel something's coming to an end regarding your spiritual work, Aquarius, but it's going to make way and make room for something else to start in your career. So I do feel this is a new beginning coming for you, and the fact that it is an Egyptian mummy may sort of bring in the sense of some of you who have been putting your career on the back burner for a while because of your commitments regarding your children. The fact that this is a mummy makes me think of motherhood, and it does make me consider that perhaps you've been operating with your gas on a peak for quite a long time because of your commitments to your young children. And now that they're getting older, I feel this year is the beginning now, Aquarius, of you perhaps branching out, doing a bit more work, taking centre stage, not only locally, but on a world stage as well. So, along with the coffin here, we have the rider as well coming out beside it. Now, the rider looks like one of the knights from the traditional tarot. And as I look at this card, you can see that he has certainly something that would be similar to wings on his helmet. So my first thought as I look at this card, you can see that the horse or the unicorn here is also travelling very fast. It looks like it's galloping rather than trotting. So right away, this tells me that there are fast changes coming in and around your career this week or this month, Aquarius. I feel this is also a symbol of a lot of good news coming into your life after a lot of difficulty in life. And I feel as well that there may be someone who needs to express something. Maybe they've been holding something back from you in your life. I do feel that this may relate to someone in your life, Aquarius, who has been romantically involved with you. And the reason that I say that is as I look at this rider, this horse rider, he does make me think of a lover or a partner in your life who perhaps has been holding back. If you look though at the ground as well, you can see that there is a serpent there at the feet of the rider there. You can see the snake is just waiting to bite. So of course we're just exiting the year of the snake towards the middle or the end of February this year, and we'll be moving into the year of the fire horse. So we have both of these symbolism on this card for you this week, Aquarius. So it's a number 1 card, which is all about me, myself, and I. So there are 2 aspects to this card. I feel related to career. It tells me that there are quick changes coming in and around your career for the better. And it tells me that you need to focus on number 1, me, myself, and I. Focus on career pursuits. Not that you should neglect your family or your partner in life, but more a sense of actually focusing on yourself and your business and getting things moving quickly and moving forward. But the fact that this represents a possible lover or partner in your life, I do feel there's something that he's been holding back from you, Aquarius. The serpent down at the feet of the horse does tell me that there's still some shedding to be done here. So your partner in life perhaps has responsibilities and karmic connections from a past life that he needs to let go of before you and him can move forward together in your romantic relationship. And I want to say just be very careful, because where you might just think that you and him are on the same page, that you want the same things, the snake might still just come and bite you. There is a sense that he is grumpy, that there is something going on that's upsetting him, that he's not telling you, he's not sharing with you. But I do feel the white colour of the horse to me brings out a sense of truce and a sense that there will be an argument that will be ending, that frank conversations will need to be had, and there will be secrets perhaps that will be brought out into the open very quickly and unexpectedly. I do feel that the next card suggests that you'll most likely move forward together with this relationship, because we also have the 4-leaf clover here, which is a symbol of luck. We know the luck of the Irish comes in with the 4-leaf clover. So I do feel one or both of you may also be of Irish descent. But what I get with this card is that there is luck abounding around your career, Aquarius, this year. It's a number 2 card, and I do feel over even the next 2 years, there's going to be a lot of luck coming in and around your career. But although you're at the centre of the card here, the clover at the centre, you can see that there are supporting clovers at either side. So I do feel this could be your partner and maybe a family member at each side of you, supporting you with your career. I do feel the 2 little ladybirds at the front of the card represent your children flitting about. I do see a garden in the summer. I do see a lovely time had by all, possibly a holiday or possibly lounging in a new garden, possibly a new home for you this year or next year, Aquarius. But ultimately, this is a card of gaiety, of fun, of laughter, of dance, of music. It's a card of abundance. It brings all good things. It brings the summer months in and around you as well, Aquarius. And apparently in medieval times, I've said this before, but in medieval times, often young lovers were depicted frolicking in fields of clover, and this would be depicted in medieval art and song and poetry. So this has got something to do with you and your lover, Aquarius. And it tells me that perhaps this summer there's going to be a lot of frolicking, a lot of fun coming back into your relationship. I feel possibly after a time of drought and a time of difficulty. Now, to finish off your general reading, Aquarius, for this week, we also have an interesting card here. We've got clouds. And if you look closely at this card, excuse my fingers, I've just noticed that there's some makeup or something, I think mascara on my fingers. I promise I did wash today. So I'm going to try and keep my finger out of the picture and show you what I can see on this card. So we can see that there is a monkey of some description sitting here on a beach looking up at the cards. And, sorry, up at the clouds, I should say. And it does kind of point to a confusing or distressing situation around you. So what I would say is, even though there's a lot of good things perhaps coming your way in the near future, Aquarius, I do feel there's some sort of dark cloud hanging over things. And this little primate is sitting here on the edge of this beautiful beach, all this beautiful scenery, and enjoying a lovely piece of fruit, sitting here with a lovely little bird on its head, enjoying the summer holidays. But there's a dragon up there in the sky breathing a big, dark, horrible cloud on top of you. Neptune's trident is also on this card in the top corner. And that would certainly suggest to me that there is something emotional here causing a dark cloud over Aquarius, perhaps towards the summer of this year. So I just want to ask for some clarity, and a card has just fallen out of the deck. Now we've got the lovers here, so this brings me back to you and your lovely partner, husband, wife, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. There's something going on, there's a dark cloud hanging over the two of you, and although you both very much want to be together, and there is passion, look at this love heart in the sky above this young couple here, it's on fire. So there is love, there is sex, there is passion, there is excitement in this card. But there's also temptation. This is the Garden of Eden. And if you look down at the front of the card, what I see there are lots of animals, which to me symbolise the Jungle Book, perhaps, or maybe Aslan from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. So there's a lot of love in this card. Now, the lovers in the traditional tarot depicts some kind of decision to be made, Aquarius. But in the mystical Lenormand, I do feel that this card also brings in just a feeling of the love of your life. There's some kind-heartedness here. There's, as I say, passion and fire. That can be sex, but it can also be arguments. But I do feel that they're arguments that will be quick to resolve, Aquarius, okay? And in combination with the coffin that came out first, it would also indicate that you may feel lovesick, that there may be some sort of separation between you and your partner this year, but not a negative way, a separation that comes perhaps as a result of some sort of cloud hanging over your relationship. So I do feel this is a fire-breathing dragon. It represents a female in your partner's life. That could be an ex-wife or girlfriend. It could be a mother-in-law or an ex-mother-in-law. It could be a sister or a daughter of your partner. But ultimately, this person is going to cast some clouds, some negativity, some upset around the summer months. There could be a loss, there could be a death that comes in around the family as well that will affect your partner. So although you have this fiery, romantic, passionate love, although there's a lot of kindness, love and kind-heartedness here, it just feels to me that there's something in the summer months that's going to affect both of you. Not necessarily separate your relationship, but just maybe bring in some heavy weather over the two of you. So again, I'm asking for some clarity just to finish that off. And again, what I see here are two paths in front of a person. Now, I don't know if that represents you. Sorry, that was my children interrupting me there. So, yeah, there's two paths here in front of you, and there's a toll to be paid. So I feel this represents your partner rather than you, Aquarius. Although this is a general reading and not a love reading, I do strongly get the feeling that your partner, your lover, has two choices that they need to make, two choices in front of them. And a toll will need to be paid because there's a troll under this bridge here. So your partner will need to decide what path it is that they want to take, that they need to take, and leave something behind in order to move forward with you. So this is something to do with their family. I think it's to do with a karmic, possibly to do with an ex-wife or partner. And your partner will need to cut this person off around the summer months because they're going to create so much heaviness and so much drama that will be hanging over both of you. It will temporarily halt your progress, but ultimately I don't feel anything can destroy the love and the passion that you two have for each other. Okay. Finally, abundance is here. I've been trying to finalise this and it's turning into a love reading, but to bring it back to finalising in a general sense, again, we've got the summer months. I see a pond or a lake, maybe a trip away to a cottage, short break. But what I see here, ultimately with the fish card from the Lenormand, I see abundance and wealth. So there's lots of bounty for you and a lover and for you personally this year, Aquarius. Lots of good times to be had. Lots of patience will be needed around the summer as well. If you think of a fisherman and how much patience they need. But ultimately there is a sense of peace, serenity, calmness, abundance, and ultimately all of this love comes in and around you this year, Aquarius. So I will leave that with you and I'll see you around Wednesday or Thursday with your general love reading. See you then. Take care.